for you, my dear. Oh, you are much I care.
Yeah, yeah. I should have known. You started at the Yo, good over evil. Me tell them say your life over there. Man of right. Me tell them say a giant flesh. Black people, Babylon no do not feel it. Them talk you up the whole of them a friend. I swear, that I will never switch. I swear, I keep on give you songs like this. I swear, that I will never itch to defend poor people when my greatest wish. I swear, that I will never switch. I swear, I keep on give you songs like this. I swear, that I will never itch to defend poor people when my greatest wish. Yo, give I strength to Jah, so I could go through. Never praise no one like I praise you. You put the strength in me, I got the faith in you. Anything rise up and set it out, will get you. Give me some space, give me some room, let my people come true. Never pretend I found out they're not true.
Yeah, what a feeling. Whoa, what a feeling. Yeah, what a feeling. Whoa.
Hi, this is Julie, and I'm the host of the new show, The Truly Julie Experience. You can catch me every Saturday from 1 to 2 p.m. on Flex FM Radio and also on our website at flexfm.online. That's www.flexxfm.online. Again, that's The Truly Julie Experience coming to you every Saturday from 1 to 2 p.m. You can catch us on all our social media at Flex FM Radio and again on our website at flexfm.online.
She look me right in me eye and tell me she this a full time. She be very that hot, sexy look.
It's me, your girl, the Caribbean soca queen, Alison Hines, and it's all about the Caribbean Food and Rum Festival.
Barrington Levy.
Food Rum Festival wants me, and I'm gonna be there, spreading the vibes. December 12th.
Yo, this is the girl Patrice Roberts, and I will be at Caribbean Food and Rum. Yours truly will be there.
Third world.
We're celebrating the Caribbean Food and Rum Festival. So make sure you come out.
Whoa, yeah.
And Mr. Reggae Ambassador. Feel good.
Sunday, December the 12th at Arts Park, downtown Hollywood. Tickets available at CaribbeanVillage.net. Must adhere to all COVID-19 protocols to enter venue. Vaccine, come for your vaccine. Know your back arching, the syringe gone in. Vaccine, I get a vaccine. Vaccine, I get a vaccine. Vaccine, come for your vaccine. Know your back arching, the syringe gone in. Vaccine.
Time, yes, tax season is here again. Do you need superior service that offers more than just tax filing? Well, look no further. Come to the Barrett Group. Your filing experts await you as they give you the very best in tax preparation. They're authorized IRS e-filers, electronic filing, direct deposit to your bank, rapid refund in less than 24 hours, audit, shield, and so much more. It's the Barrett Group. No upfront fees. What a deal! You just can't afford to not file with the Barrett Group. Think big, and we're now located for your convenience at 4977 North State Road 7, Tamarack, Florida 33319. Call us at 954-306-8607.
Newsflash. On a year, Nikki Blaze HQ presents Blazing Fridays each and every Friday from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. You know how she do it. She gonna have special DJs, special guests, artist interview, and you know my favorite, live performances on none other than Flex FM, the best FM, my FM, and your FM.
I come on at the mouth cool and I tell us don't forget this one. The daughter they back on the here again. Blazing fire, Nikki Blaze. on Flex FM, the best FM. No, me don't want to listen to our next FM. Remember, a Blazing Friday, 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Remember that every Friday night, 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. And you hear it from your boy Nakuma, who knock them out cold, y'all.
Well, this is reggae dancehall artist Billy Blade representing for Nikki Blaze right now. Welcome back home to the Flex FM studios and radio station with your program Nikki Blaze HQ, Blazing Fridays. Every Friday, 10 p.m., 12 a.m. Artist news, views, reviews, and live performances. Easy.
Welcome back. Welcome home, Nikki Blaze, to Flex FM Radio. Flex FM, the best FM, my FM.
The following program contains language and scenes that some viewers might find objectionable. Discretion in viewing is advised.
And welcome to another edition of Christie's Closet here on Flex FM Radio, Flex FM Radio Media Group, Flex FM, my FM, your FM, it's the best FM. I know I'm saying it out of order, but you know, we have to be that way sometimes. How y'all doing today? How are you guys doing today? I know you guys missed me last week. I apologize. I was in Albany, Georgia, visiting my family, and we had a little technical difficulty, so at the last minute I had to switch to a repeat show, so I apologize for that because I had an interesting show lined up for you guys last week. I was going to have some of the top fans from Albany join me, and we were all there ready to go, but it just was not happening. I think it had partially to do with weather and, you know, technical difficulties. That's why I tell people computers aren't always the best friend. But, you know, who am I? I like my paper, as you can see. Handy dandy notebook. I'm a Blue's Clues chick. Yes. Get with it. All right. So, once again, thank you for Thinking It Not Robbery for joining me here this evening. Live in the closet every Thursday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. here on Flex FM Radio, www.flexfm.online, Flex FM Radio on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and other social media entities. I guess the live number will show up if you want to join us live. If they're still doing that, I don't know, but we will check and see. Please like and share. Again, like and share the show, and tell your friends the good news about your favorite show that comes on when? Every Thursday, right here, live. All right. So what's in the closet? Today's show, we're going to talk about, you know, my favorite topic, mental health. But we're not going in that route. We're going to end up in the mental health closet, but we're going in through to talk about hazing and bullying and how it ties in together and the effects that it's having on our kids nowadays, as well as parents and, you know, some adults as well that have experienced it. So I'm going to need all of you guys that's logged in to post your questions, and, you know, if you want to share with us some experience you may have had with either hazing, whether it was pledging in a club or a fraternity or something, you know, share your story. Or were you a victim of being bullied? You know what I mean? I know I was. Back in the day. Yeah, who would have thought? Me. But yes. So we're going to get to that in the closet later on. Looking forward to hearing everyone's feedback on that topic there. So today's closet hanger. The move that you're afraid to make could be the one that changes everything. I'm going to say that again for anybody who didn't hear me. The move that you're afraid to make could be the one that changes everything. Let that marinate for a little bit, everybody. Let's let that marinate. A lot of us are afraid to make that move to the next level in our lives and make that move, whether it's job related, school related, family related, whatever, relationship, whatever you have going on in your life. A lot of us, me, myself included, yes, we are afraid to make that change. But that change could be the one thing that changes everything for us. And the mere fact that we are afraid, and I know I'm guilty of it, is holding us back. We're blocking our own blessings. So stop being a blessing blocker. Hold your head up, pull up your big girl drawers, and do what you need to do to make that new change happen in your life so you can change everything. Who knows? What I have going on might be that window of opportunity that you may need, or vice versa. So let's stop sitting on our dreams and our goals and put our vision and everything together and do what we need to do. All right? Thank you. So let's do some closet check-in. I know it's still kind of early, but we have with us Lisa L. All right, Lisa. Thank you for joining us. All right, all the way from Barbados. Listen, I so love my closet members. I have closet members all over the world. Barbados, Albany, Georgia, New York, California, Alabama, you name it, Texas, everywhere. Come on now, come through. Arizona. Man, I so love the support. And majority of everybody, some of them are my friends, some of them I went to school with, some of them I don't even know. Some of them just met me within the past year that I celebrated last month, our anniversary of being on the Flex FM for 1 year. But I thank each and every one of you for joining me here and joining the discussion. So let's get to it. All right. So last week's show was a repeat. It was a show that I did with my brother. I think we were talking about the mindset. And then the week before, I had two awesome powerhouse women join me. And their stories alone, I don't know if you were touched and moved or if it motivated you in any way to want to get yourself checked out for breast cancer or anything, any illness, anything, just mere checkup period. The week before show was the show to be on. We had my beautiful sister-in-love, co-pastor Leslie Charles of Greater Faith Deliverance Ministries in Albany, Georgia. She joined us. She's a cancer conqueror. Yeah, that's the new word we're using this year. We're not using survivor anymore. They're conquerors. They survived it and now they're conquering it, and that she's doing. I call her on tour because she does a lot of touring within, Georgia and online and everything. She speaks at a lot of, especially in the month of October, she's very busy. She speaks at a lot of churches and a lot of events dealing with breast cancer awareness because she is an 8-year survivor and a conqueror. And she came on the show and I took some little notes, and one of her food for thoughts were to keep your faith, cast your fears upon the Lord, and her biggest thing was don't quit. No matter what, don't quit. Okay? She gave us some history as to the type of cancer that she had, how her support team was her family and, friends, and we rallied behind her and supported her to this day. I got emotional because, that's my family, that's my sister. And I experienced a lot with her going through this journey, and we still are as a family, because what a lot of people fail to realize is when someone's diagnosed with something, whether it's a mental illness, whether it's a physical illness, or whether it's an emotional illness, whatever it is, a disease, whatever, it doesn't just affect that person. It affects your entire family, from the rooter to the tutor. Simple as that. Okay? So for those of you that are battling these things alone, get your support from somewhere. Your church, your school, your job, your neighbor. I mean, come on, you can't go through this alone. You cannot. You have to have somebody in your corner. All right? So that was what got her through it and still gets her through it, is the fact that she had the family support, not only from her husband's side, who's my brother, which is our side of the family, but from her side of the family as well. I mean, we rearranged our lives to help. And to this day, to see her stand up and speak and be able to still be there for her children and her husband and her church family and everybody else, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's a beautiful feeling to know that you played a role in that. Okay? So encourage someone that's going through breast cancer, encourage someone that's going through any kind of cancer, encourage someone that's going through, period, to don't quit. Okay? My second guest that evening, was Miss Carla Turnquest, my sister from another mister. But she's my sister for real, and I love her so much. She's the CEO of Turnquest Group. She's a realtor, entrepreneur, and a philanthropist. And she came through and she gave her testimony on domestic violence. She's a domestic violence survivor and conqueror as well. And she, her food for thought was that abusers are cowards, which they are. They're weak, and they have low self-esteem, as well as some of our victims do too, okay? Some of us are battling low self-esteem. Our confidence is low. We just, we succumb to anything and whatever they do or say. But at the end of the day, you don't have to put yourself through that, ladies and men, on both aspects of cancer as well as on domestic violence. Because there are some women out there that beat their husbands, beat their men. Yes, they are. I'm just keeping it real. So not just talking to the men, I'm talking to the women too. Y'all really need to get it together and stop, because this is crazy, okay? Just be aware. If your gut is telling you something, please believe it. If your children are telling you something, oh, please believe it, okay? If you are a prayer warrior and God is sending you signs that you haven't seen before, believe it, okay? Trust me. Believe it. Believe it. Believe it. Hey, Sister Tori, welcome. Monique, welcome to the closet. Carla also put out there that she wants to feed 10 families for Thanksgiving this month. And if you know of any families that are in need, go ahead and shoot me an inbox in Christine's Closet on Facebook, or those of you that know me personally, send me a text or send me an instant message, however you want to reach out to me to get me the information on the family so I can get it over to Carla. And we want to be able to assist her in this venture that she's doing to feed these families for Thanksgiving in any way we possibly can. And the first way is by, we got to find these families that are really in need. Okay, I know we all are in need, because I went to the grocery store the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, it was crazy. There's hardly anything on the shelves, people. I don't know what's going on, but I know one thing: they need to get it together, because if they don't, it's going to be a whole lot of mess. So inbox me if you know of a family, and we will get the information over to Carla and her team, and she will reach out to you guys and make it happen. And she and I are planning on doing something in the month of December, so look out for that to come too. A lot of big things happening in the closet, people. A lot of big things. I'm excited. I really am excited. All right, so we're going into our closet drop. Dun, dun, dun. For those of you that are just joining us, the closet drop is not only a recap, but it represents when your closet drops, all the breaking news, all the exciting things that's happening. That's what the closet drop is here on Christine's Closet. So our next closet drop, I'm a little bothered by this thing I'm about to discuss, and it's pretty much the missing children. We got too many missing children. Too many. They're being kidnapped, human trafficked, or killed. Ladies and gentlemen, protect your families by any means necessary. Do so, okay? Stop allowing yourselves to be subjected to these people, and just be aware of your surroundings. Ladies, when you're going out at night, be careful. Be careful. Make sure somebody escorts you out. Make sure you check your doors before you open them. Look in the window and make sure nobody in the back seat waiting on you. If the trunk look like it's open it before you get in, because once you get in, you pretty much are trapped in that vehicle, okay? Unless you got something waiting for them on the inside. Hello, sister. You know what I mean. All of y'all know what I mean. Okay. Be quiet, Jamar. He over there laughing because he know this girl here is a concealed weapon carrier. Yes, I am, and I am not afraid. All right. So just be aware. This is the season for it. Watch when you come out, your tire is flat. Don't try going and fixing it yourself. Call somebody, especially if you're alone. Call somebody to come and help you, or call somebody to stand by or walk away and try and do whatever you do. Be safe, okay, and keep your kids safe. If they walk home from the school, make sure you have someone nearby to meet them or whatever it is you need to do. But make it happen, okay? Life is too short and too precious to be seeing us on the milk cartons, on the news, on the bottom, scrolling at the bottom of the videos and stuff like that. Tired of that. Tired of going into the store and seeing the walls full. Tired of it. So I just need you guys to just be aware of your surroundings at all times. Our next closet drop. They finally got this vaccine for these young kids in elementary age kids in elementary school. A lot of families are excited for it. So we'll see what happens once they start, giving these children the vaccine and things happen, and maybe the numbers will start to go down. We'll see what happens. You never know. Not saying that the elementary kids are the cause of the COVID rise, but you never know. I don't know. Nobody knows. Let's put it that way. Okay? Everybody thinks they do, but they don't. I'm just keeping it 100. All right? The booster is available. My problem with the booster, I had the Pfizer vaccine. You're not about to put Moderna in my arm or Johnson & Johnson. You're going to give me Pfizer. I'm not mixing and crossing nothing. I'm sorry. I don't feel comfortable doing that. Didn't feel comfortable getting the vaccine, but I got it, did it, it's done. Survived it. Everything's been going good. I haven't turned purple. My eyes ain't rolling to the back of my head. I haven't lifted off of the ground. None of that stuff. It hasn't done anything. All right? To God be the glory. But just be careful, people. Flu season is amongst us. A lot more flu cases are coming up. And with the flu, it opens up you to pneumonia and bronchitis and all kind of stuff. So be careful, people. Be careful. Take your vitamins. Take your natural remedies. Whatever it is you do to stay healthy, continue doing so. All right? We need to stay alive. It's 2021. We survived. 2022 is coming amongst us in another month and a half. Come on now. Let's go. We got to do this, okay? We got to do this. All right. I don't have any other news. Oh, I was trying to report our local, the election this November 2nd was very weak. I don't know. But all I got to say is, people, in order for change to happen, and I say this all the time, you have to vote in your local elections. If you didn't vote November 2nd for our local elections that took place, stuff starts happening. You can't get mad at nobody but yourself, because if you didn't vote, that's on you. All right? I voted. I voted early. I always vote early and get it out the way. All right? So keep that in mind. The next election comes around and it's local or whatever. Vote. Your voice counts. Your vote counts. Okay? Don't ever think that it doesn't. It does. It really does. All right? All right. On to the discussion. What's in the closet? Ooh-wee. So, before I do that, again, thank you, Tori. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Auntie Ann and Lisa L. for joining us here. Neri Love, welcome to the closet. She's posted, must look out for all children on the streets and parks, etc. Yes, yes, especially in the neighborhoods where they have the thing about the kids crossing and stuff like that. I'm sorry for fixing myself. I looked up and I look all twisted. There I am again, all twisted. You know what? It's the sweater. Sorry. My bad. It's cool in the studio. They got in here like we living in New York or something. It's about to snow. Brr. When my, when my voice starts to change, you know why. This big old vent over here, even though I got it closed, it's still shooting out some air. My goodness. At least you know they pay their electric bill around here. Because, man, who? My goosebumps got goosebumps. I'm just saying. I don't know. Got to come up in here with a scarf next week or something. Got to put my gloves on and my boots. Got to come up in here prepared. Ooh. Thank you. No autographs. Let me stop. All right. So today's discussion is near and dear to me, as well as experience that I went through, because I'm going to talk about hazing, and I want to talk about bullying, and I want to talk about how it affects our kids today, and as well as the parents and the mental health and the mindset behind it, because behind it comes suicide for some, most. Behind it becomes, an addiction to drugs and alcohol. Behind it comes a long-term mental health diagnosis that takes a while for some to get over, or some never do, and they have to, end up living that way. So, a lot of us, how do I start this off? A lot of us have, I guess you would say, been through some form of hazing. So the definition of hazing: the action of hazing, an initiation process involving harassment. So basically, it is you decide, I'm going to use me for example, because I can only speak for myself. I went to college in Texas, Tyler, Texas to be exact. I joined an organization a non-Greek organization called Kappa Sweetheart. Way to go, sweethearts. All right. Proud of it. Love it. Love all my sisters, and the sisters that I've met since I became a Kappa Sweetheart, and the sisters that I recently met that I never knew that I talk to day to day, and they are Kappa Sweethearts. So it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. I'm not knocking any fraternity, any sorority, any club, any organization. I'm not knocking you. Let me put that on the record right now. I am not knocking your organization. I'm just talking about the hazing aspect of things, okay? Because last I known, hazing is a no-no. No forms of it, okay? Me personally, I was hazed when I was in college and pledging, okay? And it caused a big uproar. Yes, it did. Because yours truly don't keep her mouth shut. And yours truly is not going to let anything happen to me that, shouldn't. That's just how I am. And let me take off my sweater, because now they're telling me to fix my sweater. It's the sweater. And every time I fix it, it's not working. But it's cold in here. So let me take it off. There we go. I think that's better. Again, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to put it right here, because if it get cold again, it's coming back on. All right. There we go. See, this thing is called live TV. Sorry. But things happen. All right. Thank you, Auntie Rosalind. Appreciate you. See, she always looking out for me. Love it. Good to have family in your corner. Okay. So back to the hazing. Yes. I was hazed in college when I pledged. Was it a good thing? No. Did I like it? Heck no. Nobody does. Why I went through it? Experience, I guess. Wanted to try something new, I guess. I don't know. Everybody's mindset is different when it comes to hazing, okay? Everybody's mindset, how they receive it, how they take it on, everything like that, it's different. Not everybody can handle it. Not everybody understands it. A lot of people do the follow the leader type of thing. Oh, my sister's doing it, so I'm going to do it too. You got to know what you're getting into, and you got to research, okay? Gone are the days where there's supposed to be hazing, because a lot of people's children, a lot of kids, a lot of adults have died as a result of hazing, because hazing can go a bit far. Some fraternities, sororities, clubs, organizations have taken things a bit far. Okay, I know a few years back up in FAMU, the band was shut down for a while because they were hazing, and somebody died at the hand of it. You know, so whenever there's a death involved, I think that's when it's really too much. Okay, it shouldn't get to the point where you're killing somebody. And if you see that that's happening, then you need to be the bigger person and pull back and stop. Or somebody should have stepped in and just say, hey, no, that's gone too far. Okay? When you're chug-a-lugging alcohol and you're eating hot sauce with different mixed foods and, you know, blindfolded and all that stuff, I think it's the challenge and the rush for some, and the adrenaline rush that they get to know that, okay, the fear is out there, but you still got to do it, and it's exciting. It's something that you go through. But it can go far. It really can. It really, really can. Welcome, Leslie, and welcome, Vincent. Vincent said it's illegal, and if you don't know it can end in violence, possibly death. Yeah, that's what I just said. So a lot of people take this thing to the extreme, and I call those people the power trip people. They're usually your pledge leaders, your the head of whatever, and they take things a bit too far. By the way, while I'm having this discussion, do post your comments, do post any questions that you may have, want to ask, because I'm sure everybody here, like I said, has experienced some form of hazing or some form of bullying. And that's what we're talking about today. So again, the discussion is going to be, the chat room is open. Go ahead and post your comments, and we're going to address this thing in the next 30 minutes we have here on the show. And we're going to take it to the extreme if we have to. But it needs to be talked about, because I'm finding a lot of our kids nowadays that have never experienced this thing and are going through certain things. They're not understanding, they're not comprehending, they're not handling things well. And if they are, they're being pushed to the point where they want to react, and you don't want that, okay? You don't want that, because things can be taken far, and things can turn into violence, and things can get deadly. And when it gets that far, it's too late to pull back. It's too late for you to even say, I'm sorry. It's too late. It's too late. But across the board, they do have hazing. They did have hazing. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you that they're still not doing it, because you know they are. I mean, come on. It's a ritual. It's part of the process. But at the end of the day, if you value those Greek letters, or you value that organization, or you value that team that you're a part of, you will stop doing it. All right? Because you don't want to end up in jail. You don't want to end up having the whole charter removed from the campus or the program or wherever, the city, whatever it's in. Because that right there, you know, people work hard for that, put it together, and then to have it taken away because one person, you know, it can get crazy, which we all know. And I think when you start depriving people of things like food, water, taking a shower, wearing deodorant, you know, stuff like that is what they used to do back in the day, and some more. Having you eat and drink different things blindfolded, you didn't know what you was eating. It can get crazy. Trust me, it can get real crazy. So you have the scoop on what hazing is all about. Bullying was the other side of this topic. To treat abusively, to affect by means of force or I can't even get the word out, Jamar. Having a little tongue-tiedness today. Coercion. I think I said it. I got it out a little bit. Forgive me. To use browbeating language or behavior. is bullying. Now, bullying comes in all forms, people. All forms. You got the physical form, sexual form, cyber, verbal, and there's plenty more. And the list keeps growing and growing and growing. Okay? Me personally, I think bullies are the biggest pigs out there. If you're a bully, I don't like you. I really don't. I think it's a power trip. It's, you exerting your own, what's the word I'm looking for? You putting out there the way you feel about something because you don't get your own way and you feel that you have to do whatever. It's like a mean girl syndrome, a mean boy syndrome. And it's not cute. It doesn't look cute at all. At the end of the day, I think it's the dumbest move anybody can make. Trying to become a bully or trying to bully somebody. People get bullied every day for money. People get bullied just for the way they look, the way they dress, the way they smell, the way they talk, the way they hair, the color of their skin, the color of their eyes, if their toenail is broke, if whatever, people bully. And bullies aren't always the mean person. Bully could be your parents bully you, your children bully you, your co-workers bully you. I'm just keeping it real. I mean, if I'm lying, someone post and tell me if I'm lying, please, because I don't think I'm lying. I think it's sad when it gets to the point where your children are bullying you and you're bullying your children. That right there is sad and sick and twisted, if you ask me. But yeah, it's called the mean girl syndrome or the mean boy syndrome. Tough guy, wannabe, someone stepping in your territory and you get offended because, for whatever reason. It's crazy. It's crazy. But it's out there and it's real. And when they introduced cyberbullying, that just took the cake for me because these people are, thank you, sis, and welcome to the closet. It's crazy to know that people are texting and bullying you, taking pictures of you doing things while you sleep, or if you're having sex with somebody, they posting your pictures, or if they catch you in the locker changing and you end up being naked, they taking pictures of you and posting them all over the internet. That's crazy. I remember when we had this discussion a few years ago, we were talking about bullying, and at TC, they had this book that came out at the end of the semester, and I can't remember what it was called totally, but it was a bully book, if you ask me, because in there was a lot of information about everything that everybody's ever done on the campus and who you did it with, who you didn't do it with, what you did, who did that. And it was a bullying tactic, if you ask me. It really was. And to know that people actually took the time to create this thing, some bullies are really smart. They got a lot of time on their hands, but they real ignorant too and dumb, if you ask me, because what's the purpose? Because you can't have something or someone, you feel that you have to retaliate by bullying the person? Come on. Or because you think because you're 6'2" and I'm 5'4" that, my money will always be on the short person, to be honest with you. Because all tall people got is tallness. That's it. They can't do anything with it. Simple as that. My money will always be on the shorter person. I'm just saying. Monique says, you can even be bullied for beauty and brains. Yeah, I said that earlier. Smart people get bullied. Nerds get bullied. Beautiful people get bullied because they're beautiful. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't at the end of the day. That's how it is. Plain point blank simple. That's how it is. Bullying starts as far as daycare. I'm not even going to lie. It's daycare. You got some little babies in diapers that's bullying one another, snatching each other pacifier out your mouth and taking your toys and throwing things at you and all kind of stuff. It's crazy. It really is. All right. So my sister says, Sis, at the end of the day, as a member of the illustrious Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, all right now, hazing is wrong and illegal. No matter how bad you would like to be a part of an organization, doing things outside of respecting you is utterly wrong. At this stage in our nation, when so many have died at the hands of hazing, it must stop. It is bullying now. We are raising mean children, and we are allowing them not to value the lives of others. That is so true. So true. Is it worth it? At the end of the day, is it really and truly worth it? I remember when I was online for a sorority in college, and they had some other people pledging us, and we didn't like that. And we stood up for ourselves and we dropped our line. Because at the end of the day, you have to pay money to be a part of these organizations, these sororities, these clubs and stuff like that. And if I want to pay my money to join and go through an initiation process, a pledging process, and you're going to invite outside people that have nothing, yeah, I said it, nothing to do with the organization to pledge me, oh, baby, ding dong, I'm out. I don't care if it was illegal or not. As they say in Jamaica, me not want no part of it. Me not have it. Right, Jamar? Okay. I saw it go. Because me, nah, sir. I was out. It was 9 of us on that line. And of course, yours truly was the tail. And I said, no, I'm not doing it. And we took a vote. And we was all crammed in that little bathroom. I'll never forget that night. And we went out there, permission to speak, big sister. I forgot what her name was. And she said, speak. I said, as the tail doll of this line, we have officially dropped because we feel it is not fair and unorthodox for us to be pledged by these. And they weren't even girls. They were dudes. That was the other killing part. Dudes. And it was 6 of them in the room, ready. I said, no. Of course, they got in trouble because word got back out, not by me, but word got back out, and they got in trouble. And they couldn't pledge a line for almost a year or 2 or something like that happened. I can't remember. But yeah, these are the things that you sacrifice for your organizations when you join. You got to be careful. Hey, Danette. Hey, Sister Lynn, how you doing? Welcome to the closet. Danette could speak on it, even in the service. When you're in the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, people get hazed all the time. All the time. It's happening everywhere. In every part of every organization, it happens. Okay? You get hazed at work. You get hazed at work by your coworkers. When you're the newbie on the block, they do things to initiate you into the group and stuff like that. Oh, you're going to get coffee for us for the whole week. You tell a lie, I don't even drink coffee. And you want Starbucks, baby. Not my money. Hello. I'll go to Walmart or Dollar Tree and get you a bottle of Folgers. What about that? A name brand or non-name brand, whichever one. But it ain't coming out of my pocket. Sorry. People, pay attention to what your kids are getting into. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. If your children come home and they're not themselves, they're acting strangely, not communicating with you, those are signs that something is wrong, okay? There's signs that something is wrong. You gotta know and look for the signs. I pulled up on the internet today so much stuff, information, so much is on there on what to look for, how to look for it, what to do, who to call. There's no excuse. Just like we could sit out there and figure out which shoe we want to buy from Neiman Marcus and Dillard's and all that stuff online, the same way we can go in there and find out information when our child is going through something. Am I right or am I wrong? Someone please tell me. Please tell me. Okay? you got to pick your battles at the end of the day and pick them wisely. And hopefully you're rooting for your kids, because we're losing our kids to the streets because of stuff like this going on. We're losing our kids to gangs. We're losing our kids to video games. We're losing our kids. We are losing our kids at the end of the day. And because we're not paying attention to the signs of things that they're going through at school. Like with me and mine, I ask mine every day, you good? Yeah. How was school today? Well, you know, such and such and such. He could tell you, I forgot what grade he was in. I want to say 7th grade. I think it was 7th grade. And he was taking the bus home. Or was it 8th grade? 7th grade. He was taking the bus home, and it was a girl and a boy followed him to the concession stand. And he purchased some stuff, some snacks. My child likes to snack. He had been at school all day. They eat lunch at 11 something in the morning. They get to school for 9:30, which makes no sense to me. But he's, going to purchase his little stuff, and the kids following him, and he gets on the school bus. They get on the school bus. They take his backpack from him, take his money, take his phone. Somehow or the other, he gets the phone back. I'm at work. He calls me. I answer. I'm like, what's up, son? You good? They took my stuff. I said, who took your stuff? They took my stuff from me on the bus and won't give me back my money or my stuff. I said, put me on speaker. Baby. I said, look, I don't know who you all are, but you're going to give my child back his stuff. And trust and believe you me, when that bus stops, there'll be 2 police officers ready and waiting to take you off that bus. I don't know who you are, but when I find out who you are, trust me, you're going to wish you didn't mess with that child. Okay? My son was like, they give me back my stuff, Ma. I said, okay. Call me when you get to the bus stop. All right. I'm shortening the story. Get to the bus stop, phone ring. Ma. Yes? There's 2 Lauderhill police officers waiting at the bus stop. I said, for real? Good. You called them? I said, no, I'm at work. I'm in court. I ain't had time to call nobody. Won't he do it? Okay. People, check your children, because they out there bullying and stealing from these kids that, don't fight back often, but they're going to buck on their right child who just had enough. And if that child who's had enough unleashes the wrath of anger that they've been dealing with all their lives on that child, they good as dead. And that ain't fair to that child, because they're getting the beating for everybody else behind them. You know what I'm saying? We got to check our children. We have to check our children. All right? Somebody posted something. Let me see. Leslie says, no matter how much we teach them how to love themselves, for some reason our children still feel that they have to belong to someone or something to be valued. Ding dong. I had my various situations. Sorry. Oh, wow. Went back up here. Oh, shoot. Okay. I had my various situations being old school, but we did not experience demeaning things. Remember, when you mistreat the person coming into your organization, they will still remember how you treated them while online, and it is hard to work together or respect that person. I say to my Greek sisters, start your own legacy that uplift others and not tear them down or hurt them. We are already fighting a losing battle, but with God, all things are possible to them that believe. Amen. Blessings, Cujo. Long time, long time. Yes, Sister Lynn. Amen to that, Leslie. Amen. But in all seriousness, though, bullying nowadays has gone too far. People have taken this thing, like I said earlier, to the cyber world. Gone are the days where they used to push you or, steal from you and make you buy things for them every day and every week, bringing you your lunch money and threatening your life. Now they posting, stuff about you and using social media as a way to stone you and bring you down and stuff like that. It's crazy. Cujo says, if society parents set good example for children, they would be no bullies. That is so true. But it's learned behavior too. Remember that. Because a lot of these parents don't know no better because of how they were raised. Okay? And again, people, I am not singling anyone out. I am not putting anyone down. We are just having a discussion about hazing and bullying and how they tie together. Because at the end of the day, the two go hand in hand. All right? The two do cause you some kind of mental health strain on your life, your brain, your system, your heart, your soul, your mind, your body. It causes stress. People have gone into severe depression because of this. Some people have committed suicide because of this. Some people have harmed others and killed others because of this. That's how serious this thing is. But a lot of people don't think so. They think it's okay to get pushed around and get a little hot sauce dabbed on your tongue. I'm allergic to hot sauce. If I drink hot sauce right now, y'all might as well just tie me up and put me in the back of somebody's car and rush me to the nearest hospital and drop me off so I can get on the IV and get this thing flushed out of my system. I can't take heat like that. I can't. I'm not a hot pepper person. I'm not. Never been, never will. I can smell it. It make my eyes burn. All that stuff. So why would I subject myself to something that I know I can't do? And then when you get in these things and you're telling these people because they have you fill out forms. You're allergic to what? Okay, we're going to give her double that dose. That's going to be her hazing. We know she's allergic to it. We got her EpiPen. Does she have an EpiPen? All right, just make sure her EpiPen is in her pocket. Really, people? Really? All I'm asking you to do is use your brain. That's all I'm asking you to do. Use your brain. Use your brain when you think about doing things. Use your brain. Parents, you need to muster it up and you need to check on your children daily. Ask them questions. Ask them the important questions. Ask them the questions that you struggle with to ask that you don't think you need to ask. Ask them. Okay? Develop a relationship with your child where they come home from school and they're open with you and talk to you about things. Introduce them to other family members that they will be closer to, that if they can't come to you, they can go to them. Create that village, create that support system so that these children won't have the fear that they have to open their mouth and say something to their parents when they need help. At the end of the day, I'd rather a perfect stranger or a loved one come to me if they can't go to their mom instead of going to someone on the street and turning into drugs or alcohol or even worse. I'd rather you pick up the phone and call me 15 billion times a day and harass me than to go out there and harass somebody else that they don't got time for, and then you get knocked down and taken into something that you don't need to be a part of. Trust me, the world is not easy nowadays. They're kidnapping kids, they're human trafficking these kids, or they're killing them if they're useless to them. So if you don't want to subject yourself to this type of thing, eventually from being hazed or bullied and then no one's doing anything, or you didn't open your mouth and run and tell, do something about it. Protect your family, parents. Protect your kids. Protect them. If they don't know how to do it, you're going to have to step in to do it. That's why you're the parent. All right? Learn to have a relationship with your child. You ain't got to be their best friend. You ain't got to be their homegirl, up in their business 24/7, ride, dress alike and all that stuff. No. Be the parent. Okay? Be the parent. Be the parent that they need, not the absent parent. Be that parent that shows up and shows out. All right? Yes, we all work. We all have busy schedules. If you can't do it by yourself and you're a single parent, build your village. Take on the family. Assign uncles. In my village, I have a lot of men in my village because I'm raising boys. Well, young men now. So gone are the days where, you know, they're going to listen to what a woman has to say. There's certain things that men go through that women don't. I can't teach that to my boys. So that's why he has this. They have their uncles. They have their grandfather. Okay. They have people that I trust at church that are good friends of the family that they can turn to and ask these questions. I'd rather them go to them than to go out in the street and learn something different. And next thing you know, body parts start falling off because your friend told you, well, this is what I saw my mama doing. Well, your mama's not a dude. Think about it, okay? Listen, at the end of the day, we have to stop or put a stop to this foolishness. And if we don't put a stop to it, they're going to keep going. All right? And I'll be damned if my child's going to end up a figment of somebody else's whatever. It ain't happening. I'm sorry. Just ain't happening. I'm not doing it. I'll fight. And if I'm not winning, I'm still fight. Because like my sister-in-law said the other day on the show, don't quit. No matter what, don't quit. Keep pushing. All right? I deal with this every day in the Marchman Court. Every day. These parents coming in there, wheelchair bound, walker bound, broke leg, broke hip, no leg, no arm, no teeth, whatever, hair falling out, stressed out. Even today, we had a lady came in there today. She hadn't cried since her son been on drugs. And she turned around and damn near passed out in the courtroom. And I went up to her and I told her, I said, ma'am, just release it. Let it go. You holding that in and it's making you sick on the inside. She got high blood pressure, hypertension. She's on medication. And she sat there after I told her to release it. I said, do you want me to call somebody? I called her best friend. I told her best friend. Best friend asked her. She told her best friend. I sat right there. She said, you know what? All these years I've been fighting this fight, trying to save my child. And not one time did I let it go, let it out how I feel. And she calmed down from there. Ambulance came, checked her out. She was able to walk out the building and go to her car. I refuse to let this woman drive because the condition that she was in, she would have killed somebody and herself in that street. So you got to pay attention to what your surroundings are. You got to pay attention to your children. You got to pay attention, people. Pay attention. If you see something that's off and you don't know how to handle it, call somebody that does. Don't let it just slide up under the rug, because that's what happens later on down the line and things happening and they build up, and that's that generational curse that starts to grow and build. And you want to put a stop to that. Don't be afraid to speak up. You're living in a world of society nowadays where things can be done. People shutting stuff down. All it takes is a pen and a piece of paper. And you start writing. Write to your local city officials, your congressmen, write to the president, write to whoever, the sheriff, whatever you got to do to get your point across, write and give it to them. That's the only way change is going to happen. The only way. Bullyism been going on from centuries ago. Remember David and Goliath? Perfect example. But God let David teach him good. Listen. Where'd it go? I messed it up. Oh, there it is. Teach him good. Listening from everyone to show them we must respect each other. Not everyone is weak. Sis, you even have to be careful about what grown-ups talk to your kids. That is true too. You must pray that God will put people in the lives of our kids that have their best interests at heart. Tell them the truth and be loving and kind, but be honest and truthful. So I've learned to ask God to lead my kids to a true God-fearing person that would lead them right if they can't talk to us as parents. Misery loves company, and some don't want to see them achieve greatness. That is true. Okay? So with that being said, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me here in the closet once again, Christine's Closet. Aww. Thank you so much to my people in the chat. I greatly appreciate you guys participating and putting your 2 cents in and you know, not being afraid to speak your mind about what's going on, because it's going on. And don't stop there. Don't just do it because we're on here. Talk to your kids. Talk to their friends. Talk. And let them be known that you're there. You have an open door policy. Do what you got to do, but the change is going to come from you. All right? I did speak about the pop-up shop that I want to have next week, Sunday. So far, we have a few vendors that have paid. If by tomorrow I don't get any more payments in or anything, I'm going to cancel it. So I'm just giving you guys a heads up who's listening. I will post it in the group chat and everything and let you guys know if it will continue next week. But I'm going to wait till tomorrow. So if you know of any vendors that are interested in it so we can have this event to go forward, have them reach out to me in the Facebook Messenger, and we'll make it happen. If not, I will be canceling the pop-up shop come next week. That's due next week, Sunday on the 14th. All right? But I want you guys to be safe. Stay safe. Drive safe. Be careful. Remember, check your surroundings all around you. Protect your family. Protect yourself as best you can. Watch out for these hazers. Watch out for these bullies, because they are out there in all shapes, forms, sizes, colors, wherever they coming at you. The devil is a liar. Put a stop to it. So I want to bid you guys a good night. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Have a wonderful weekend when it comes. And just enjoy life. Take it in. Take a deep breath. And woo-saw it out. If you need to talk, you need anything, Christine's Closet is always open. Reach me on Facebook. Reach me on Instagram. Send me a message, and I'll respond. All right? It's been my pleasure. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Mwah. Bye-bye. Jamar. Jamar. Jay. Jamar. Jamar. I'm sitting here like, Jamar.
Experience. You can catch me every Saturday from 1 to 2 p.m. on Flex FM Radio and also on our website at flexfm.online. That's www.flexxfm.online. Again, that's a Truly Julie experience coming to you every Saturday from 1 to 2 p.m. You can catch us on all our social media at Flex FM Radio and again on our website at flexfm.online.
She look me right in my eye and tell me she this a full time. She very hot, sexy look.
yo.